Welcome to Let's Unpack Your Why. This is a space to celebrate your authentic self and discover your purpose. Each episode, we hear real stories, challenges, and motivations that remind us of what we do really matters. I'm Shayla Diamond, and today we're excited to have Eleni joining us. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How about you?
Good. So me and Eleni met at a self-care pop-up event. She has products that she'll share with us throughout this episode. And we really connected over the self-care aspect and just making products that really help others and ourselves. So, Eleni, if you could tell us a little bit about your business and what your journey looked like.
Okay, so my small business started off obviously being a massage therapist, and then after that, I wanted to do stuff because I've always had a creative mind, and I was like, you know what, I want to make products. So I used to make products with someone, but then, after that, we just like faded. So I started making like the products and finishing them myself, and I make body oils. I make fragrance sprays, like room sprays, and slowly but surely, I am planning on making more stuff and bringing back some old products. So that works out. And same with hair growth oil as well.
Yes. And I forgot to mention, I actually have it with me here at the pop-up event. I got one of the oils here, the Lung Ease oil, and I love it, love it, love it. It actually helped me throughout my quitting vaping journey. So I just each morning I would spread a little bit on my chest and my neck, and it will help me kind of overcome that temptation. So it really did help. I love it so much. I still use it to this day. So
Oh, thank
yeah,
you.
I think you're doing a great job with the products.
I hope that it's been helping you on this journey, health wise, inside and out.
What made you get into massage therapy and self-care?
So, massage therapy, believe it or not, it wasn't like the first thing on my mind. Like, yeah, I've done it to like my mom, my grandma before, like, like something like just to like make them feel better. But it was when I was in college, and for some reason, like science was always like on my mind, but it wasn't like in my heart. So, and then I think, like that saying when people say mothers know best, I think that's always true. To this day, my mom's like, why don't you study massage? I was like, that's not a thing. That's not a business. They don't make money like that. Honestly, I shouldn't have like thought that way. I shouldn't have assumed, but I went for it and I was like, you know what? I actually love it here. I've always liked wellness and self-care stuff. I think regardless, like I love doing my skincare days. That's why eventually maybe one day we'll see like if I do end up going to esthetician school because I do want to learn more about skincare.
Great. I didn't know that either. Like I was like not I
Oh,
knew it was like being a masseuse was a job, but I was like, I didn't know it would be making good money.
that's what I'm saying because like when you think of massage, you're like, okay, it's probably like a small thing like you go to like in the store and it's like not a big deal, but apparently it's a big deal because you're not only there to relax, but um like if you're going for like a deep tissue or sports massage, you're like healing another person's body from accidents, from doing sports or anything. You're basically helping them out. It's like a chiropractor's job basically.
Yes. It's always in need.
Yeah.
Smart. Very smart.
And I always want to do something that could help with people's lives too. So like I know like nursing's not for me. I know like I'm not studying to like be a doctor or anything. So I was like, okay, so massage is like similar to that, it's still like in the health field in a way.
Definitely. And what do you feel like are some challenges that you faced throughout your journey?
I feel like it was difficult, like because I left college to do wellness, like I pursued that. I at first was like, is this the right decision? Is this the right choice? Because I never like made a move where I dropped the biggest thing to do something else. And then later on, I was like, you know what? This doesn't feel like I'm being like pressured. I actually enjoy being here all the time. And not that there's nothing wrong with like not going to college or finishing college. Like as long as you study something, right?
Definitely.
But I did feel like guilty for like a little while because it's like, what are the family gonna think? What is like everybody else gonna think? Like I really dropped out. But my mom was the one who supported me into like studying massage in the first place. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter what anybody says, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, girl. I was just telling my cousin about this. I went to three different schools. I didn't finish with not one degree. Um, but I realized like it's not aligning with what I want to do. I might actually, go back to school just to finish out the degree, just
That's what
to
I'm saying too. Like I at least want the associates at least.
hmm
Like I probably may not have like a bachelor's or all of that, but I at least want to go back for associate's degree. And if I were to study like a major again, it wouldn't be like the other majors that I studied because I did change my major like a few times before.
yeah,
At least like if I do go back, I know what to study for. So I would definitely go back because I've taken like a lot of psychology courses in high school and college. So I think this time I want to get the degree for psychology
that'd be very smart.
because I feel like that aligns with massage in general. And I just love, I don't know, I think from aside from massage, I love giving people advice. Like I feel like I'm a therapist sometimes in general. Like I love speaking my mind. I like giving people advice. I like where they could hear me out and where people are comfortable to like vent to me anytime. So,
Definitely. And that's a perfect space for that when massaging, right? You have
right.
got the time to let it all out and vent. So yeah, I'm a big fan of psychology as well. My path, it was more, I started off with like business. I feel like, I learned some good things I could take with me wherever I go. I got a lot of the prereqs out of the way. But I love the psychology courses. I feel like you learn a lot about yourself, how to communicate with others, just overall skills that you need to communicate with others, and to live on earth, you know? Um, and so I went from business and I like the psychology, so I turned it into HR. So I got my HR certification, and I feel like it's similar. Like you're like this therapist for for the job or the workplace, and I do really like it. But I don't see myself. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, you have to get your master's if you want to like make any good money in that." And I don't see myself going to school for 6 to 8 years. I just don't see it.
Yeah, that's another thing that I spoke with my mom about like a while back. She was like, not everybody is meant to be in school, and I thought like that meant like in general, but no, she meant to say like not a lot of people are meant to be in school for long term. Like some people
hmm
just want a short term. That's why like it's great that there's these opportunities of institutes like Lincoln Tech, for example. Like if people want to study like engineering, nursing, like if you cannot do like the 8, 12 years, there's like the programs for at least like 6 to 12 months at least,
Exactly.
so you
Yeah,
could get that out the way. I feel like in a way, like for the people that can't do school for like a long time, I feel like that's a great option, and I'm glad that everybody has a chance into like studying at their own pace and level too.
exactly.
Like for me, I can't study at a program either for like 4, 5 months of rapid either because I feel like you're rushing through everything. And I've heard stories like if you're taking rapid classes, that means you have a test like almost every day. I'm like, where's the time to study?
Yeah. Yes. Find that balance between the two.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I feel like making it more available or spreading their awareness. Because I know when I was in high school, everybody was just saying Rutgers, right? I didn't know there was an option to get a certification. I didn't know about the institutes that I can go for 2 years, you know? So I went to a 4 year and I dropped out and I was like, oh, that's not for me,
So you
right?
didn't you didn't hear of like any county colleges? Because at least I went to a county college for a little bit. Like a county college is when you go somewhere for like 2 years, then
Yeah.
transfer to a university.
Yeah. So
So like you
after,
spend less.
I feel like I mean, my senior year, like I knew I went to Edison High. So we had Middlesex County
Oh,
College and then we
yeah.
had Rutgers. So I feel like Middlesex County College was looked down on and then everybody was like, "Oh, you have to go to the 4 year." Afterwards, I realized, okay, like yeah, I can definitely go to a 2 year and then transfer afterwards. But in that mindset, like when I was applying, I was like, "Oh, I can only do 4 years. That's the only acceptable one. That's the only one people are gonna like think is real." But now looking back in hindsight, No, you can do whatever path works best for you.
That's why part of me is like, I know I can't do school for so long. But I've done school like where I like go and then take a break and then I go back. But like at least I try to finish it for the most part. But yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I was gonna say the 4 year, like that experience ruined my ruined my outlook on school so bad. Like I got homesick.
Oh
Everybody,
wow.
my roommate was a little weird. Like I was like, oh
Why does
no.
everybody always have that story? Every time they go to a 4 year, everybody's always having a bad experience with a roommate.
Yes, it was so bad. One time, I, I she was never there because she was at her boyfriend's dorm. So I reorganized. I asked her, I was like, hey, can I move some things around the dorm? She's like, yeah, no problem, whatever. I reorganized it. I guess my side turned out better than hers. She came back. She was mad. Next thing I know, I'm on the phone arguing with her mama, talking about some, oh, you can't use the fridge, you can't use the TV. I was like, okay, I don't care. I was like, get off my phone, please. But yeah, and then she didn't even return back to the dorm. Like she would still go to her boyfriend's. So I use the shit anyway. Oh, I use the stuff anyway. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not about to make all this hooting and hollering and then you're not even in the dorm. So yeah, it was just weird. But all that on top of me not being around, I thought that's why I went. I thought I wanted to get in a different state, be around nobody I knew, but it was lonely and I didn't know anyone. So I got a little homesick and I think I lasted a semester and I came back home and I went to Middlesex County College. Um, yeah.
Oh,
So I wish I would have just took my butt to Middlesex first, and then I probably would have stayed, and then because it's easier. Like
right.
going to the 4 year, it was so draining. I was partying all the time, and then I had to get up for my 8 a.m. because freshmen don't get no good classes, so I had to get up for my 8 a.m. after partying all day, and it was just so draining, and not having anybody to really connect to. I had a few friends, but it was like people I just met that year, so it was no one who knew about.
Oh, so no one like longer than that.
Exactly. So it was just hard. So I just wish that I would have switched it a little bit around, like went to the 2 year, then the 4 year. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. And if I didn't experience that, I probably wouldn't have the stories or like the the knowledge I have now.
And plus, when you're like going through stuff, you're learning, you're living to learn in the first place. Like, you don't want the perfect life, anyways. Like, you want to make mistakes, you want to see through everything so you could learn from it to see what you could do better next time or what not to do at all.
It's not a straight line. Sometimes you go around and
It's a roller coaster,
yes.
but the journey's never like a never-ending destination. You're always just gonna keep going.
Like I said, everything happens for a reason. So it's building your knowledge and your skills up for the moment you're in right now, right?
Right.
How would you say you overcame those challenges growing up and trying to finding out what works best for you?
I feel like what helped me is that what made me feel like less alone is going to sometimes like those wellness events. I meet other people that do have their own small business, and some people only have the business, and some people also work at other jobs and their business. And it's okay. Like I support like either one. I eventually want to do probably full time on wellness, but for now, I'm just gonna be working at the lab and then like save up, see where that goes, and then probably work my way to that maybe. And what helped me face challenges is being around other people, opening up like how hard this could be. Like it's not easy. Like a lot of content creators make small businesses easy. You just like have it easy because you have like more connections and you're more like active on social media. But what about for the people that are barely on social media
Yes.
and barely consistent with it?
Yeah. That's one of the big struggles I had, just being consistent with creating content, everything like that. And also, I like that you brought up the community aspect because trying to do everything by yourself, it's so hard. You have to be the CEO, the store runner, everything, the recruiter.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit of everything.
Yes.
And eventually I asked some people some questions, like people that I've met like on social media. I'm like, how do you keep up with everything? And from behind the scenes, it seems like they're doing everything on their own, right? But some people told me, oh, they have people making their websites, people doing stuff for them. So I'm just like, seriously, like you're not doing everything on your own. Like you guys make it so easy.
So I have like 14 cents right now for between candles, body oils, all that stuff. So I'm trying to see which ones are like top and then make those in the inventory. So it's like on demand. And I'm not overworking myself because like we said, it's hard by yourself. I'm working on some things behind the scenes for to blend this podcast and Divine Diamond. So it's going to be like some self-help PDFs, like workshop books and stuff like that.
Oh,
Affirmation decks, stuff like that. And then like self-care kits. So we'll have like the candle, the oil,
oh,
whatever.
that's so
Yes,
cute.
I'm
I
really
would
excited.
love that.
Yeah.
The like roll-on oil that I have from you is so good. Like I love that smell. I think I'm planning on doing the same thing, even though I've only made four different type of body oils. So far, everybody's liked all four, but I have a top like two bestsellers, so I think I might restock on all of them again eventually. I feel like with the hair oil, since it was new, like only a few people bought it, so we'll see. Like I need to like get better at like, making like the bottles like nicer with stickers and stuff.
I don't even have the stickers for my oils. I had the little both label them, but I really liked how you did. It was something on the bottle, like it was like a little flower
Oh
thing.
yes, each bottles had like their own flowers that were like crocheted, and those flowers like they were my grandma's, and it was like before, no, after she passed away I started using them. Like it was in her drawer and I was like, "Oh, I would love to put this on the body oils. It would look cute on them." So
I really liked those. It was really cute. So
yeah, I think I'll still stick with those maybe. If not like on the body oils, because it might come off sometimes, I probably might just put it like on a paper or something.
that's cute.
See where that goes.
Yes, I think branding is so important, like packaging and everything. Um,
Yeah, like I would love to I've been making like other products on the side too, but I haven't like made it like public. But like for example, like I had a friend's wedding in the fall and I made her a massage oil candle too. So it was pretty cool. And then I left made her and her husband some lip balms too. So I was just like, "Oh, look at me making different stuff too."
yes, I want to get into the lip gloss. I saw a video and I was like, it's that easy to make it. So I really want to get into
Right?
that.
I was
Yeah.
like, I do want to make either lip glosses or lip balms. But when it comes to packaging, like you said, like if you're shipping people's orders, what I've been noticing, and that I've done it too before, but I want to like make it a little better. Like when you're selling stuff, you give somebody a free product
Yes.
or like a mini sample of something for free.
Yeah, I think that's really
I
good.
feel like that would work.
Can you share a moment where you saw that your why or your purpose really mattered?
Yes, actually. It was this event, and someone did ask me what made me want to make this in the first place, what inspired me. And I told them, look, I suffer with eczema. So, and every time I buy products that are recommended to me by doctors and everything, most of the stuff do not work on me. Only one product works on me, and it's not even from here. It's from my country. Doing my herbal research and seeing what would work best for my skin, and I feel like it's helped my skin more. I do use my body oils and I use like a little bit of other stuff too. And yeah, I feel like it helped other people too because they were like they also suffer with sensitive skin, and it's not easy, like it's not like it's a disease like eczema comes and goes, but you want to have like a nice clear smooth skin. And with eczema, you would break out from time to time. You would look very red in certain areas, and it's like it'll like make you like a little insecure sometimes because it's like you want to wear certain outfits, but it's like, damn, but you're breaking out here. So it's like,
Or-
so I feel like I would love to make stuff that makes everybody feel better in and out. So massaging, you can feel great like after you get a massage, but like if imagine making products and then your skin also looks great too.
The fact that you saw something that was missing, like a need here,
Yeah.
and make it easier for everybody to access it. So that's awesome.
Right. And like if I could help people, I would love to tell people what it is and what your concerns are. Like I would love doing research for people. Like it's not something I would gatekeep because it's something that I want to help myself, but I would love to help others as well, you know, like for everybody to feel the best versions of themselves, like everybody to feel good and look good, feel like confident, you know.
Feeling good is feeling God, right? So
Yes.
yeah, and I love that you said becoming the best version of yourself because that is literally the purpose of this brand and this podcast. And what I noticed too, what I realized when you do stuff to help yourself, like so I everything for Divine Diamond is everything I tried for myself to help discover who Shayla is. It helps others as well. So a lot of people are going through the same thing and we're just doing it silently. So I love how we brought it earlier, community. So sharing your talents, sharing your skills with other people, allowing people to share with you, and you guys can build off of that together and grow and utilize whatever tools and resources you have along the way. So I really do love that.
Because life is so short and it sucks that a lot of people only want drama and only want to argue and stuff when I'm out here having a different mindset. Yes, I'm alone sometimes, but sometimes like maybe you're not alone for now. Maybe you're going to be alone for a little bit and you'll find people that you could relate to and you could have a nice community and everybody can actually build and grow together and actually get along, you know?
Yes. Everybody just about themselves. Like, oh no,
It's
I'm
so
good.
cold.
Yes.
Like they're so uptight and cold. Like they don't want to help you. They look at you with a dirty look. They're like
Mhm.
they could help themselves.
And I will say I am from Jersey, so it might just be the Jerseyans.
Me too. Me too.
But I am moving south next month. So we'll see if
Oh.
they're a little nicer down there. I know they got the southern hospitality, so maybe they're a little nicer.
Oh wow.
Yes.
Congrats.
Oh,
How do you
thank you.
feel about that?
Um, I'm ready for the fresh start. I'm a little scared, but everything happens for a reason. So, Eleni, my last question for you is, if your younger self was listening to this podcast, what advice would you give yourself?
If I were to tell my younger self some advice, I would tell her to don't give up. And yes, life has been hard for you, a lot of obstacles, a lot of things. It has been rocky road for you, but it will get better within time. Just keep believing in yourself, believe in God. He will lead you in the way and path where you belong. And if you do feel alone, don't worry. It's not going to be like that for long. You'll have your mom, you'll have some people that will care about you. They will tell you stuff that you don't want to hear, but they do it out of love and they care about you.
That support is unmatched, that love is unmatched. And if you find somebody who loves you and supports you unconditionally, don't try to
That's
push
the
it
best
away.
kind of love.
Hmm.
It's the best kind of love.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna lie, like it's never perfect with like who you're bonding with. Like me and my mom never had like a great bond like we do now. It took us time. Like I remember we used to argue a lot. There
Hmm.
was disagreements, but within time we just grew together. Things have been better. We're helping each other out. So I think that's very great.
Exactly. And we're all experiencing life for the first time here, so we got to figure it out
Right.
together.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, Eleni, thank you so much for sharing your experience. Your story is a reminder that community and showing up for others and yourself is really important. To our listeners, we hope that today's conversation helps you unpack your why and motivate you to discover your inner diamond.